Here we go. Let's go live. Good morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. For today, Thursday, the 4th of February. Wow. Time's just moving. It's moving really fast. Hey, Christine. Hey, Jan. Hey, Charlotte, if you're still in. Wow, like 4 or 5 questions for a $1.99 donation. I don't think so, Charlotte. Good try, though. Hi. Yeah, just one question for teeny tiny donations like that. Okay. Let's get some cards out. So as usual, I'm going to get the cards out for the collective and do some channeling, see what we've got today. And if you want a mini read, you can get one of those if you want. You can get guidance from your higher self, or you can get a question answered by your higher self. All you need to do is give a donation, any amount. I'm generous, but I'm not that generous. I'm not going to do like 10 questions for 10p, 10 cents, whatever. Hey, Paola. Hey, Linda. Hey, Tanya. How's everyone doing today? You all good? Chicken's in the house. So let's get some cards out. The energy update this morning. What was it about? Making a shift. Just deciding that you're not going to do something anymore. That's what it was about. Taking control of something in your life. And maybe affecting someone else, but that wasn't a massive part of the reading. Massive energy reading. It's like just a decision's going to be made about to leave something behind today. Like something that you're doing. You know, it's like, I'm not going to talk like that anymore, or manipulate people like that anymore, or hang out with that person anymore, or do this job anymore, or something like that, you know. Hey Lana, hey Maria. And then sleeping on it, because it might be, before we take action, today's the day for making a decision on what to leave behind, is what it was. Hey Kelly. So, let's get some cards out and see what else is going on. I woke up without a headache today. Yay. Oh, and my parcel arrived yesterday. What do you call it? I don't know how to pronounce it. L'Occitane? L'Occitane? Is it? L'Occitane, I think it's called. I got they were having a big sale. Starting the Lazada shop sale. And I got a couple of packs of stuff from them, products from them, because they were giving like so many freebies with it for the first few days that the shop opened on Lazada. So it all arrived yesterday. Wow, I've only ever used a hand cream before, but the products are just amazing. So my skin should be looking better in about a week's time. It should be looking a lot better. It's expensive. It's really expensive stuff, but it's gorgeous. So yeah, that's the stuff. L'Occitane. Wow, it's so good. So I ordered some more stuff last night. Delicious. It's expensive. Yeah. Yeah, you're still in yesterday. Hey, Arabella. Hey, Lynn. So we've got hope today. Hoping for change. There is change happening, but it's happening very slowly. Have you noticed? We're having to change a lot inside of ourselves, but the outer change is happening slowly. Now, if you're waiting for other people to change too, they're doing a lot of inner work as well, but their outer appearances are changing slowly. This is what Mercury in retrograde is all about, but we've had this energy for quite a while. It's not just Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde is a time to go within. And it seems like we're doing a lot of internal stuff. The external stuff isn't happening, right? And so that's why stuff goes wrong in the external world with Mercury in retrograde. It's Mercury saying, what are you doing focused on the outer things? What are you doing trying to get your car fixed or buying a computer or whatever? Don't you feel it? Now's the time to look within. So that's Mercury retrograde. So kind of What the message I'm getting from this hope is that people, if you're waiting on someone and you think they're doing nothing, they're doing a lot of inner work. Everyone's dealing with a lot of stuff inside of themselves at the moment. And so just have hope. It's not just you. It's not just you that's doing a lot of work inside of yourself and then things slowing down because they're not doing anything, kind of thing. If you're waiting on other people, that is. So hope. Charlotte, why has it gone silent? Good question. Thanks for your donation, by the way. But yeah, I just thought to stop the 20 questions with tiny donations like that. Maybe I should make it a bit clearer about the donations. We'll see. Oh, interesting. So, hey Sharon. Charlotte, why has it gone silent? Yeah, a lot of stuff going on inside of him with his awareness. Two paths opening up in front of him, not sure which way to go. Aware of both pathways and what they might bring, but not being sure of that. This is very much like two of swords kind of energy, being blindfolded. Not really feeling good enough. It feels like he wants to step up in some way, but yeah, but not knowing, mystery. Doesn't know which way to go. Doesn't know which way to go. So if you don't know which way to go, best be silent. You know, like if you were applying for a job or something and you weren't sure, you had two jobs and they were both calling you and you hadn't made up your mind yet, you wouldn't answer the phone, would you? You wouldn't answer the phone and go, yeah, well, I'm not sure. And that's what I'm getting as well from yours, Charlotte. So not sure. He's not sure. That's why he's gone silent, because he's not sure. Hasn't made up his mind yet. French products. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. I've got so much. And they gave me so many things with it too. Hi, Gabe. Yeah. So there's a lot going on for everyone inside right now. And we've got to give people the benefit of the doubt and hope. Hope. Well, we don't even need to hope, right? Because if we're in alignment, if we're getting in alignment, if we're doing that work ourselves, it's going to work out. It's going to happen. We don't need to concern ourselves about what anyone else is doing or what they're not doing and stuff. Let's just move this camera a little. Okay, that's better. Let's get another card out and see what else is going on. So hope is kind of good. Yeah, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling like, if you're on the negative side of it, if your mind's taking you to the, nothing's happening, I'm fooling myself, all of that. Yeah, Katie was on yesterday. Gabe was on yesterday. Yeah, so if you're feeling a bit dejected, then hope is a good place to reach for. Stranded. Stranded at the drive-in. Grease was my favourite movie when I was a kid. When I was an adult too. Stranded. I was all good, I wasn't sweaty, and then I went out to get these flowers because they were drooping, the other ones. I'm sweaty. You're welcome, Charlotte. Stranded. Misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Fear of failure, that's what it is. The hope card. Don't fear failure. Don't think that because something isn't manifesting yet, that it's not manifesting. It is. It is. So look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asks, how did the ship get there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same. We find ourselves in situations we can't quite understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high. We set ourselves up for failure. Oh, it could be that, right? We either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we're so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success. as important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. We are a bit stranded today because it's about making a decision today, but getting ourselves in the mindset and then sleeping on that decision before we take action maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Tim was on yesterday too. Lynn, he's silent. Who's silent? Oh, your person. So we're feeling stranded at the moment, but we're not really stranded, is what I'm getting from that. It just feels like it. These things always feel like it in Mercury retrograde, but I think it's been going on for longer than that, us feeling stranded. Let's get a goddess out. Oh. I didn't have time to read Timothy's post about what was going on in our group. If anyone's not in our Facebook group, come along. It's called Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. Just request to join and we'll let you in. Is it? The Wi-Fi's not so good? I noticed it cuts me off sometimes when the wind's blowing, but it's definitely silent out there. It's still. The trees are hardly moving at all. So it's just slow Wi-Fi. A target is balance. Balance. Yeah. These decisions that we're making, it's about balance. I think balancing ourselves. Tell you what, it's weird not training. Although I don't have a headache this morning, so that's good. And my leg is feeling much better. I'm getting a massage tomorrow, so hopefully a few days after that I'll be good. I'll be good to go again. But it's weird. It's weird not training. For me. It doesn't feel very balanced. That's what I mean. Claire not here yet. Huh? Refresh the screen. Yes. Started already, Christine. A targetist balance. The first known mermaid in recorded history. A targetist is guiding you to look for balance in your time, your environment, and within yourself. Within yourself. Yeah, within yourself. As a teacher, a targetist asks you to seek new ways to bring more balance and care into your life. So this could be about leaving something behind. It does seem to be about leaving something behind today. Thinking about something, making a new decision. Full balance in our lives. Balance. Yeah, I'm on the mend, I'm getting better. But I've had even more shifts, you know. I'd already pulled myself back significantly, but to get that balance, not really to get balance, I was balanced before, but cleaning my act up, I guess, is what it is. And previously, when I've been so pulling myself in kind of thing, I've started getting bored. This time I'm not bored at all, not even a little bit, which is great. Not bored at all. Because that's usually what pulls me back to going out and socializing and stuff like that. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just I like socializing when it's a celebration, when there's something to celebrate, when it's a special occasion and stuff. I don't like going out and socializing with people that are celebrating every night. That's not a celebration, that's a habit. That's alcoholism. And it's not so much fun. In fact, it's very draining. I want to go out when it's a celebration, and I do, and I really enjoy myself when it is. and that's when I go out. And so I don't get, it's great that I'm not getting bored this time. Lots of mermaids, yeah, what's that about? The waters. Interesting. We've got a new cat out. Not drank in 6 years. Hey David. How's Ansel? Got this one. Beautiful flowers. Yeah, they're doing a lot of groundwork here at the moment, and I just wandered around the outside of the pool out there, looking for some flowers. They've just planted this. I didn't want to take these ones because it's in a new pot. They've just planted it, but I went around and they've pretty much cleared everything else. There isn't many orchids. I didn't want to take the ones that have just freshly bloomed. I'll leave them for everyone to enjoy for a while. So. Yeah, something to celebrate. It's good, isn't it, Lynn? But the whole, it feels very different, doesn't it? It feels very uplifting when you go out and there's a celebration. Like last time I was out was New Year and it was great. It was so much fun. But no, it wasn't the last time I was out. Someone said, oh, my ex was leaving the next day and I went around there and that was the last time I was out and that was draining. That was everyone's just drinking because that's what they do every day. And I felt terrible the next day. I couldn't even work the next day. I felt so drained. I'm like, no, let's not do that again. Yeah, it's very different, isn't it? Floods. -2. Wow. This is Glow. Meet Glow. Nice. She shines her warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you as you journey into the depths of your heart and soul. Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest twisted forest into a golden cove of love. Nice. So she's helping us with our shadow work. This glowing faced one here. Hey Marie. Hey Arabella. I haven't celebrated in a long time, Christine. Didn't you celebrate New Year's? Interesting, because we've had so much shadow work coming up, right? But what I got from this was, you know how we were focused on feelings yesterday? What are we trying to not feel? Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. It feels to me, with this hope card and balance and this feeling stranded and everything, that this is guidance to feel better. It's like feel better, feel better. The cat cards. There's a link in the description box for this video. Let me find it for you. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're really, really gorgeous cards. I'm so happy that I bought them. I'm going to find it for you. The cats, the cats, the cats. Spirit Cats by Nicole Parr. Here it is. Yeah, feel better. Feel better, everybody. Let's see what homework we've got. I do love going out. and celebrating things. I go out for people's birthdays always. New Year's. What else is there? 10 days until Valentine's. Yay. You don't think you've ever celebrated New Year's? Wow. Let's get one of these out for our homework today. I'm going to be making a pick a card today, because tomorrow I'm taking a day off. Valentine's is a cop-out. They have a party here for singles. Not to celebrate Valentine's Day, rather the opposite. Cop out for the people who are lazy 364 days a year. Yeah. Meant to be romantic. You hate Valentine's. You partied too much, Gabe. Me too. But when I was older. I had kids when I was younger. Let's get a card out. They're being slow. The cards are being slow today. I'm not slow today, I'm just listening. I feel like I'm being slow. I probably seem slow to you guys today, but I'm not. I'm really listening. It's like the energy's not up to much today. Usually I get a lot of stuff in, but I'm not. So I'm paying attention more. You have to force yourself to go out. I like being alone. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kelly. Having to force yourself to go out. But sometimes that's just listening to our intuition. As I said, most invitations are not invitations to a celebration. It's a commiseration, right? Usually. It is here anyway. Balance, that's it. Balance. This is the one. What am I most afraid of losing? Today we were feeling, now we're losing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it's a letting something go. So maybe we're resistant to letting it go. What am I most afraid of losing? What are you most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for something. To make room for what will be. I'm just making it up. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? We had this one, didn't we? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? It's Thursday. Gabe, it's Thursday. Catch up. I didn't have a slow day yesterday. I did the weekly read. And I missed Leo out. It was only when I was doing the timestamps, watching it for the timestamps afterwards, that I'm like, oh, I didn't do Leo. Yesterday the cards just didn't want to speak. No, it's not what happens often. It's usually the opposite way around. That it's kind of, they explode in my hands as soon as I pick them up. Apparently we're still afraid of letting something go, losing something. Love, safety, or belonging. So we're getting that nudge to let something go, but we don't want to. Or you might not want to. Your independence, Christine. Yeah, independence. Yeah, romance. Romance is, it's not love, is it? It's nice, but yeah, it's a bit Disney. It's a bit commercial, really, isn't it? A lot. I mean, what's romantic? Do you feel romantic when you get flowers? I wasn't like skipping around the pool picking my flowers. I do like nice things though. It made me feel so good getting all of that stuff yesterday. It was in a big box and I unpacked it all and just such nice stuff. And it did feel different. You feel different when you upgrade to really nice stuff. That's kind of like romance. The flowers don't feel like romance. Maybe I just do it all the time. Even the tea leaf cards didn't want to show themselves. Oh. Yeah, maybe the energy's a bit slow today. Pause kind of a day. I'm in the future. A time traveler. Coming to you from tomorrow. That's that coffee gone. So what are we? Apparently we didn't do our homework right because we're still being asked this. Or it's just coming back up again because we're thinking of letting something else go. What if it was a big fat lie? What if it's impossible to lose any of these things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? We do, right? Today's soul action, name that fear, even romance. But what really makes you feel romantic? That's what I'm asking myself. It's like, it's not flowers. Chocolates, nah. Chocolates don't make me feel romantic. Kind of make me feel bad for eating it, but I still want it sometimes. What makes me feel romantic? Don't know. Oh, it's you, Maria. It's you. What am I most afraid of losing? Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. I move forward knowing I'm powerful beyond measure. I'm loved. I'm safe. I belong. Oh, guess what I did yesterday? I emailed Missy to see if I can get a video reading with her. I'm curious to find it out. I'm not confident that it's going to be exactly an amazing reading. I think she's a great channeler. Excuse me. A great channeler and a great presenter. She's really funny. I'm not certain that a personal reading is going to be fantastic. But I'm excited about it. Hey, Nina. Tarot, what have you got for us? I like tarot the best. I need to play with this deck more. Every time I pull it out of the box, I think I need to play with it more. Personally, for myself, not in here. Beautiful artwork. Makes you feel romantic. I like having nice stuff. I'm Taurus, so I like the best. Whether it makes me feel romantic, I don't know. Relationships don't necessarily make me feel romantic. Sometimes I feel romantic in them. It's generally about us and our focus, though, isn't it? It's not about what the person does. It's not like, oh, flowers are romantic. Nah, flowers are rarely romantic. Flowers are usually an apology. Even if it's on Valentine's Day, it's not romantic, like Jen was saying. It's more of an apology, isn't it? Sorry for the other 364 days when I ignored you. Valentine's Zoom party. Sounds like it, right? Oh, wow. Total knee replacement. Wow. Well, good luck with that, Jen. Let's get some tarot out. The cards are slow today. What is it? I don't know what pick a card to do. I guess the next up is what's next in your love life. I'm kind of rotating through a few of the popular ones now. It's the new moon. #12. Thanks, Charlotte. The 12th. The new moon's the 12th. Yeah, I'd be scared too. I'm scared of anesthetic. I used to have a bad knee. It's fixed now. I thought our body just degenerated. It turns out it doesn't. If you get your diet right and you find someone as amazing as Ben that knows her anatomy stuff to massage, it's just beyond massage. She made me cry last weekend. So painful. Loving partner is better than romance. Yeah. Come on, let's get some cards. What's going on with the cards today? Why are they not playing? I used to have problems like going downstairs, walking downhill. It was, I thought, because I damaged my knee when a stupid ex-boyfriend jumped on my back. The Aquarius that I went out with. Jumped on my back and we both went down, me with the weight of him on the back, and he wasn't a small guy either. Yeah. And then when Ben started fixing me, the first massage she did was about 6 hours long on me. We had to have a lunch break. She's like, oh, I can fix that. She's like pressing on the back of my knee. There was this point on the back of my knee where something was out, something that actually come out. Probably when I had that accident. Not that it was an accident. He meant to jump on my back. Yeah, and it took a few times to get it back in again. I don't know, what is it? The ligaments or the tendons or something? I don't know what it was. But the one that I've got now is it's a twisted muscle. That's painful. Hi, Serena. Okay, well, let's do Charlotte's question. Thanks for your donation, Charlotte. I feel to walk away as I don't want to feel second best. What shall I do? Or shall I give him time? That's all right, Charlotte, no problem. Yeah, I think a lot of us are in this place at the moment. It's like nothing's happening. Half of us is saying wait, half of us saying, are you an idiot for waiting? You know? I think a lot of us are right there right now. Right, okay. So Charlotte, this is it. Transformation, freedom, love, and joy. So what it's saying is do both. I think we had this answer before. Didn't we have this answer before for someone that asked a similar question? It's do both. It's set yourself free, kind of waiting without waiting, not putting your life on hold, but transforming your life. Yeah, transforming your life. Going for that freedom, love, and joy. Because if you're doing that, you're going to attract it in what you want anyway, and it might be someone else. So it's kind of waiting without waiting. I understand your question. There's a pull that we've all got right now, I think, or a lot of us have got right now in this very same question. You see, because when we're feeling good enough, we're going to continue on with our life, not sit still waiting, but nor going out and trying to find a relationship either. You know, I mean, that's not very high vibrational either, is it? Find a replacement kind of thing. Yeah, it's like transform yourself, freedom, love, and joy. Seek that. Get on with your life. And because when you're feeling good, oh, I'm dizzy. When you're feeling good enough, wow, I'm really dizzy. When you're feeling good enough, the relationship's going to come in. A relationship's going to come, everything's going to come in fact. When we're feeling good enough, we go for the things that we really want. We get the things that we really want. So it's okay to window shop, yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like the majority of us wouldn't go out there looking. And you don't get your partner when you're out there looking anyway. There's that message yesterday about the keys. When you stop looking for your keys, that's when you find them. The keys. It's very important. So we don't need to like move on with our love lives and try and find someone else. So like I said, that's a low vibrational thing, looking for someone like that. It's all about feeling good enough. Interesting. Much of the knee issues have to do with tendons. Yeah, and you know, Ben, she used to work in a hospital. She told me when I was first having it done, she's like, this is really painful. It's like surgery, but you're not going to be opened up and move things around inside of you. It's painful. Doctors would do this same thing, but they would do a reconstruction. Yeah. She said it's painful and you're not going to have an anesthetic. And this is what I told, you know, it was Boo, my ex, that put me in for it first of all. We'd gone staying with his cousin and he's like, do you want to get a massage today? When we were on our way back from Tannock Bay. I said, yeah. He said, it's really painful. He said, I'm not going to have one because it's too painful. I don't want it. But you can have one. I'll call my friend up for you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. So he'd warned me about the pain of it. And then she said, no, you've got to understand, this is surgery. I do this in hospital. This is what they do. She's worked in a hospital before doing it. But yeah, this is what doctors do. But they cut you open and then do it with an anesthetic. I'm not going to cut you open. I'm going to do it from the outside. Not like John of God kind of stuff. It's painful. But yeah, it works. Rebounds. Oh, yeah, I know. Rebounds. Come on, tarot. I'm patient with the cards. There we go. We got one. Yay. The Six of Swords. I'm going to read this one out of the book as well. Scared of romantic relationships. Yeah, I think you are too, Christine. Six of Swords. Here we go. Show you the card. Yes. The Six of Swords highlights the need to let go of something, some kind of sacrifice that must be made in order to move forward. This may be a difficult choice to make. What choice are we all making? It's like the same as the energy update. Are you all making a choice? I'm not sure what mine is, but it's something that we need to sleep on for sure. This may be a difficult choice to make, but know that it's merely a transitionary phase and you'll benefit in the long run. With time, you may understand the advantage of letting things go as an evolutionary process. It's the acceptance of change and release. In order to grow from experience, after moving on, you'll be able to reflect on your path and the choices you've made. Transition, growth, new adventures, travel, harmonious circumstances, success after turmoil, sacrifice and change. Hey, Deepta. Thank you, Deepta. It's almost like she's walking through a minefield. That's the energy I'm getting with those swords sticking out like that. She's like, I've got to be careful where I step here, walking through it. We've got something to let go of for sure, but we've got to think about it. It's a big one. Maybe it is the question that Charlotte asked. It could be that for me, really. Although I am kind of doing both. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting around and waiting. Deepta, any guidance for your energy right now? Energy. Moving house. Oh. Deepta. Awareness of lovers. Somebody taking an interest in you and you're aware of it. You know when you're in a room and you just know, or you're at work or wherever, you're just aware and you can feel it when someone likes you. They don't have to have smiled at you or anything, you just feel it. Awareness of a lover. Lover at 3 o'clock. That kind of thing, you feel that connection. You might not do anything about it. What is it about? You're tapping into that energy. Is it someone in particular, Deepta, that you felt that about? Someone's interested in you and you're aware of it. They haven't said anything. Love what is and one step at a time. It's going to be a slow process. Like I said, it's a lot of internal work at the moment, especially while Mercury's in retrograde, but it has been anyway. It's all been about internal work to get there. One step at a time. There's a mosquito on the camera. On the actual camera. It's on one of the lenses right now. Let's see if it moves to another lens that's actually filming me. We'll find out which lens is filming me if it does. Crazy. How weird that a mosquito would land on the camera. No, you haven't been aware of that. I'm getting it really clearly, this message. Someone's interested in you. You're just not aware of it yet, then. Someone is. But you're not aware of it yet. Why are you not aware of it? I'm always aware of it, right? I can tell straight away. I walk into a room, anything. I can tell. I can feel it in the energy. Who's interested in me? Anyway, it's going to be a slow process. Be aware. Look around you, Deepsa. Look around you and start being aware of it. Start feeling that energy out. Maybe this is about you opening up your heart up. Because if you're not feeling that, if you're not feeling that someone is aware of you, then you must be closed down. I mean, someone is interested in you, you must be closed down. No, it's not about meeting someone. It's about someone in your periphery, someone that's around you is interested in you, and you haven't felt it. Not, like I said, they haven't smiled at you, they haven't said anything to you, it's nothing. But they're interested in you. They've seen you, and they've been in your presence. And when you're working with someone that goes where you go, or whatever. I'm not even feeling that you friended them. It's literally like a cafe that you go into, where you get your coffee, where you work, something like that. Someone is there and they're interested in you. It's for you. You asked about your energy. You're closed down. That's why you're not feeling it. If your energy was open, you would feel it. You'd be like, oh, someone in here is interested in me. You'd actually feel that. So it's almost like saying your intuition is shut down to your heart stuff, to people being interested in you. And your words are replicating that too. Is this message for someone else? You haven't met anyone, or you're protesting it. It's like, I'm closed, no, I'm closed, no, I'm closed. It's definitely for you. Someone's interested in you and you're not noticing. Open up. So be really aware of it now, Deepta, wherever you go. Right, is it them? Is it them? Is it them? Because there is somebody that's interested in you. Yeah. It's the start of opening up your energy. Is being on the lookout. That is opening up your energy. Yeah, very interesting. Hey, Maria Marta. The mini reads of our donation. Yeah, look around. Be open to that. Be open to finding out who it is. And do it with your feels. Do it with your intuition. This is about you opening your energy up so that you can become aware of who's interested in you. Interesting. Let's get some more out. So we've got a decision to make of to let something go. But apparently we're afraid of losing something, which is why we're not making the decision to do it. My God, I've got crushes on me everywhere. Everywhere I go. I feel it. It's annoying. It's just annoying. Haven't left your house in weeks. Oh my goodness. There you go. You see, not about love. It's the same. Your higher self is like you close down. You've got to be in balance. Remember what a targetist said. You can't say, oh, anything else but love. I don't want to be balanced. I want to be imbalanced. No, like you can't. You can't keep on being imbalanced. It's because when you close down to love, it's everything. It's abundance, love, abundance, grace. It's the same energy. If you close down to one, you close down to all. So, yeah, things aren't going to be happening in your life if you close down to it. I'm not saying that you've got to be like romantically focused all the time, but it's showing a closed energy field is what it's showing. Your higher self is trolling you. There's definitely imbalance there. The Queen of Pentacles. She's stable, this one. Thanks, Arabella. What's up with her, though? She doesn't look very happy with her pentacle, does she? Yeah, it doesn't have to be recently, for sure. Sabrina's right. Queen of Pentacles. She doesn't look that happy with a pentacle here. It's told to look closely at it. She's like, why is she not happy with a pentacle? Maybe because she sat on the throne by herself. I don't know. She's got to let something go, but she's not so happy with a pentacle, sat there on the throne with a pentacle, meaning a money and material stuff. Why? Could be that. They're all making up a story for you deep down. Arabella, what are you afraid of losing? Let's find out. Control. It's control. Yeah, she looks sad, doesn't she? Oh, she wants it. She wants the money, but she wants more than that. Find a new approach on flowing, Arabella. Control is what it is. Resistant to the flow, wanting to know what's coming, wanting to be in control of it is to fears. It's because of fears, isn't it? So it's control or planning and wanting to know how it is. Yeah, I think it's because she hasn't got a king. I think that's what it is. I haven't seen that in the Queen of Pentacles before. Arabella, yeah. So it's the flow. It's resistant, being resistant to the flow. So you're scared of losing control, is what it is. You're afraid of getting what you want because you think it leads to a loss of control. Does that make sense? Because you've got travel and I'm heard here. So getting what you want, being heard, getting what you want. Thanks, April. You can't buy love now, but it's, I don't know. It is like she's contemplating, but she's contemplating that she's not very happy, right? Mosquito's gone. She's contemplating about a pentacle. She's like, yeah, this is great. I've got this great shiny pentacle here, but I want something else now. I want something else now, so I've got to let something go. I want something else now, so I want, yeah. So this has got very much a Nine of Pentacles feel about it, doesn't it? I'm doing it for myself, but I don't have a relationship kind of thing. Or it might not be a relationship, it might be something else. I've got this, I've accomplished this, manifested this and this and this, but now there's something missing. It's about a balance. It's about balance. That's what happens, right? It's nerve-wracking. The unknown, Arabella. I need more coffee. Maybe it's just the fears that we've got to let go of. Losing control, Arabella. I think we've all got a bit of that. That's why we do readings, right? Because we want to know. Put the kettle on. We want to know. I pulled a card for myself last night, asking about my mind, pretty much the same question as somebody asked before about should I wait or what? The card that came out was wait. Patience. Great. Afraid of not knowing. It doesn't save us if we know. There's always the element of the unknown, isn't there? We've just got to go into it. Like, we want guarantees. We want guarantees. But we can't have them. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees with anything we do. Just got to throw ourselves into it and see. Relationships, business, whatever it is. Oh, where did that card go? I lost a card. Okay. I feel like a private investigator today. I feel like I'm having to find out the secrets because there's so much unknown. I mean, I guess that's what my job is, but it seems to be a little bit more unknown today. Maybe it's just a personal thing. Okay, let's do April's question. Thanks for your donation. April. Huh. Hi, you mentioned at the end, keeping personal versus business. Okay. In case you ever ordered it. Huh, interesting. Okay. Is Alan taking it personally? Is Alan taking it personally? Kind of yes and kind of no. You got simplicity and I'm love here. So you're actually a preferred client. Favorite clients. When favorite clients leave. Yeah. It's hard to take. So it's kind of personal, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not really taking it personally, but you were a favored client. He liked your energy. So yeah, there's a reaction going on. You're picking up on that, right? But it is time to move on still. I mean, don't let that hook you back in. Let me just never lost a client before. You see, I'm not, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. He's not lost a client that he wanted to have before. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't think of it as losing a client if they weren't the clients that you would want anyway. So what he means by that is that he's not lost a client that he wanted to have. There probably aren't that many people that he wants to have. Anyway, you're a preferred client and that's what's going on. So he's kind of taking it a little bit personally because of that, but it's all about him. And you know, this often happens, especially like the higher vibration we get. People get really butthurt when we leave their lives, when we leave their business, when we stop being the client, when we stop being the friend or whatever. People get really butthurt because they get a lot of energy from us. They do. They get a lot of energy from us. So it is right to move on, is what I'm getting for this, to surrender, you know. You'll get over it. The auditing thing, why the auditing thing? I wonder why he's said that. Yeah, that makes you feel vulnerable, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you're protected. I wouldn't worry about that. So don't let that fear you. It's like it triggered a fear in you there. You don't need to take that fear on. You're protected. The High Priestess here. She knows. Okay, so there's something to let go of. The Queen's got a lot. She's got a lot, but she's not. It's not that she's not that happy. She's just, when you get to a certain level of happiness, there's got to be that balance, you know? Like with Deepta, you can't say, oh, I'm just going to be all about career and money and this and this and this. Because as your life grows in those areas and you leave love out of it, you get really imbalanced, and we can't have that. We're whole beings. We're meant to be whole beings. So it's not that she's unhappy, but she knows that there's something missing, and it becomes more pronounced. The higher vibration that you get in other areas, it becomes more pronounced. You notice what's missing more, or the imbalance is more. So the High Priestess, why do I keep on wanting to know when the moon is? 12. It's bugging me. Why? Why is like my higher self going, know when the new moon is, know when the new moon is? Why? It's on the 12th. 2:05 in the morning here. What's that got to do with anything? Yeah, there's been a lot of letting go going on. So we've got to let go of something to be able to get what it is that we want, that we think is missing, that we know is missing from our lives. We're not just thinking it, we know it is. You know it. Your intuition is telling you. The signs are there, the signs are there. You can see it clearly. Even though our eyes closed, better when our eyes are closed, you can see it clearly. This High Priestess. More tarot, tell us more about this. By the new moon, we will have let go of something and be manifesting something. I don't know, but my higher self is going on about the new moon. What date was it again? Why? Why? The 12th. Eight days off. Why? What's so good about the new moon? 8 days. Dreams. Okay. I do. I feel like an investigator today. It's all very. There's something more cryptic about the energies today, which is why the cards are being kind of quiet, and I'm listening more. We've got the Three of Materials here, and it's about dreams. Now, the advice today in the energy update was really clear. We're going to be triggered into this, or notice that we need to change something, that we need to let something go. But it's not the day to actually let it go, to sleep on it. And then we've got this, which isn't so much about dreaming dreams when you're asleep, but it is the dreams card. It is the imagining things, building towers in your mind, that kind of thing. They're all dreaming something up there together. Shared dream. Oh, like I was saying about with the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminines are dreaming up a dream, a new dream, and the 100th monkey effect. Enough feminines are dreaming this dream for change. And that it's being manifest now. This is collaboration. Collaboration card. But it's also about dreaming, this one. I mean goals. Goals, dreams, not night dreams. But there's something in that we were told to sleep on it, this change that we're going to make. So maybe we're all headed toward a collaborative dream on the new moon. The new moon's got something to do with it. It's also about the passing of time as well. So see the moon phases there above her? There's different moon phases above her. But it's not like full moon, new moon. It's different phases of the moon. So there's time involved in this. We've got to wait. Great. Something we've got to sleep on. It's to do with a collaborative kind of a dreaming. So if we're not so happy because something is missed out and we've got the Nine of Pentacles kind of thing, with there being the Queen of Pentacles, so we've got a lot going on in our lives and it's all really great, but there's something that's missing and it's starting to make us feel out of balance, and we realize that there's something that we've got to let go of, but we need to take our time to do that. We intuitively know it. There's something to do with the new moon and a collective dreaming that is going to affect this story. Does that make sense? So maybe you think you're waiting for your divine partner, but what we're actually waiting for is a collective shift in consciousness about divine partners, or a shift in the divine masculine collective consciousness. Oh, the divine feminine is collective consciousness is creating change in the divine masculine collective consciousness. That's what it is. There's more that we're waiting for here, right? It's not just ourselves that we're waiting for. It's a shift. And on the 2nd of February, my energy update was 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Good luck with your results. I can imagine it's a bit nerve-wracking waiting for them. Okay, so we need to delve deeper into that, but let's get some more tarot out first, because I think that's what it is. I think the collective consciousness, which is probably why we're being asked to be steady in it, the collective consciousness of the divine feminine is making a change in the collective consciousness of the divine masculine. Masculine's scared shitless. Probably. From what I've seen, I mean, we don't know, do we? Because we're only looking from the outside, but from what I've seen, masculine hasn't been challenged very much at all. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of fear involved for sure. Oh wow, yeah. To me, the 5s are about change. The 1s are just about alignment. It shows that you're in alignment. Well, let's get some more out about this then. So there's a collective gain, the High Priestess. It's the Divine Feminines are creating the change. But the change has got to happen in the masculine because it's a collective thing. We can't work alone. That's why. That's why I was told, look at her. Look at her closely. She's like, yeah, I can do it all myself. But it's not all it's cracked up to be. She's waiting for a king, she is. She's like, come on then. Holding steady right there. The High Priestess. Yeah, the masculine in all of us, for sure. It's gone unchecked, really, hasn't it? It's gone unchecked. Masculine can do whatever it wants within us. Whatever it wants. So it's generally been toxic in all of us. Ooh, da, da, da. Judgment Day. Revelation, awakening. Oh. God, no wonder I was told to like really listen, because it's new information. It's like, pay attention, Claire. The cards aren't going to come fast. We want you to really listen. So anything feminines can do to help the masculines, just remain stable in our vibration and our wishes and have hope. This is why we're having hope. And get balance and don't be afraid of losing it. We're not stranded. What was this kitty saying? Don't get scared. Illumination. She shines a warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. We've just got to stay steady, hey? Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you. As you journey into the depths of your heart and soul, let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest twisted forest into a golden cove of love. We've got to remain steady. Yeah, we're not getting involved with them. I mean, we don't need to be involved with it. It's just a vibrational thing. Let's not be codependent with them and try and help them. You know what I mean? It's not our place to. We just got to hold that vision and what we want for ourselves. It's not for them. We're not holding a vision for the masculine. Don't get me wrong here. We're focused on what it is that we want in our lives. We're looking at our pentacle going, I don't have a partner though. I want a partner. I want a divine masculine. Where are they? Just holding on to that, what we want. It's not trying to do it for them or, how can we fix them? How can we change them? They don't need changing. It's the 100th monkey effect, right? A divine feminine's got to be real firm on what she wants and hold that with hope on letting go of whatever she needs to let go of. Yeah, we've already done enough, right? We've got to stop doing so much. Because it's enabling when we do that. It's codependency, it's enabling. We're trying to do it for them, trying to help them out. It's the opposite. You need to withdraw, you need to let them crash, they need to be challenged, they need to they need to do it themselves, hey? Wow. Which cards do you love? The dark, what's it? Dark Mansion Tarots. This one. I think it's this one you're talking about. Well. And I can't tap into what the masculines should do. The masculines need to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the first thing about it. I can tap into all kinds of energies, but I can't translate it into words to get the messages through when I don't recognize that energy. I have no idea what it's like to be a masculine. Well, I know the masculine within myself, but I've got no idea what it's like. It's not my place. My place to teach what I know, what I've done for myself. I can't teach something that I don't know, that I've not done for myself. I mean, I realise that we're all teachers and we're all the students, but we can't teach what we don't know. One of my old customers is a nurse, and she tried to give me business advice, and I said, I've got a business coach. I get my business advice from people that have got businesses, not from nurses. I don't want to be a nurse. I get my business advice from people that have got bigger businesses than me. And she came back with, well, we're all teachers. And I'm like, you can't be a teacher of something you don't know anything about. What the hell? That's not true, right? We're seeing that a lot as well. Like, you see, like everyone becoming a mask expert and a COVID expert. And do you know what I mean? We think that we're all the teachers, and that our perspective or what we've read is the truth. What we've read online is the truth, and that we can teach it, and we can't. We've got to know what our place is of what we can teach. Solid foundations, absolutely. Which is why that codependency never works, right? Or enabling, when we're talking about someone with addictions, which is pretty much everyone. We've all got addictions, right? And we switch them out for different things, but it's someone that's not helping themselves is what it is, whether it's an addiction or just they're not doing the inner work, whatever it is. Someone that's not helping themselves, and then we think we can help them, we start doing it for them. That's enabling. It hinders them, and that's what we're seeing in the masculine now, from my perspective, is that the whole masculine has been hindered because it's been too easy. They've been enabled. They've been enabled. They've been lauded, applauded, and rewarded for the toxic masculine. They've been able to get away with anything just because it's masculine, rather than challenge. Whereas women have had it the opposite way around. We've been challenged. Even men, everybody is challenged for the feminine. The feminine has been challenged every step of the way. Just because it's feminine, it's wrong. You know, that kind of thing. And so that's what's empowered women, because we've been challenged at every level of everything that we are in our feminine, when we're in our feminine. And same, the men. The men have been challenged with their feminine, but free to run loose with the masculine. Women have been free to run loose with the masculine too. But this is why there's this big rift now. It's like, come on, wake up, masculine, be challenged now. We've got to challenge them, we've got to step back. We've got to step back, stop enabling them. So it's tough love time for the masculine. Best teachers are good students. Got to be open, right, to learning more. Because there's always more. Like, as soon as we think we know something, there's another layer of it. Get revealed another layer of it. It's like, it would if that wasn't true, if that wasn't the case, excuse me, my job would be really boring, because it would just be the same old information, regurgitating it like it was last year for a few months there. The energy wasn't changing. It's like, what the hell? This is getting boring. But now the energy is changing, so it's exciting again. The new layers are coming up. Masculine's victim energy, is it? Victim. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's the tables are turned. It's the feminine, after being challenged so much, realized that it was a good thing, because we always grow from challenges. Now the masculine is realizing that not being challenged is a bad thing. So we've got an awakening happening. It's Judgment Day. It's a portal. It's a doorway, of course, to the new. Something's got to change. So the feminine is sat there going, looking at a pentacle going, I've got it all. I've got it all. I've done it all for myself, but I don't have a partner. And I'm not settling for just anything. I know what I deserve. because I've been through it and I've done the work and I know what I deserve and I'm still doing the work and I'm prepared to do the work, but I'm not prepared to be with someone that isn't. And so this collective building is building and is building in the feminine, and it's causing a change in the collective consciousness of the masculine eventually. A day without new knowledge is really a wasted day. That's why we're all here, gathered here today in cafe. That's why we come every day. It's why I show up too. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. Like everything else in the world is boring to me. I want to know this information. I want to know what's going on in the energies. I want to be quiet and listen to the energies, and I want to get this information from my guides. It's fascinating. Oh, so I might have told you a few days ago, Missy started talking about these ascended masters, the masculine, the boys, she calls them. The boys are back in town, she heard. And then she described them, and they're the Lemurian Masters that I was working with. Always through the hoods, I could never see the faces, but they were giants, big, big guys. And they just popped into my mind, and I got the shivers when they did. It's like a divine awakening. Yes, this is correct information. I'm giving the shivers on this arm again. So because the divine feminine has held that vision, we've been told we've got this golden egg, right? We're giving birth to something. We're pregnant with something. We're pregnant with something. We've got this vision of what it is that we want, and we've done the work, and we're holding it in our vibration, and we're staying as steady as we can without losing hope and going, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore, or settling or anything like that. We've been holding that vision, and it's caused the egg's cracking now, but the conditions have to come about in the world to satisfy that, because so many of us are holding it now. 100th monkey effect. Then, so it's like, okay, now the masculine has to wake up. There's got to be this awakening. So how are we going to do this? Well, got to send in the big guns. Got to send in the help. So that means, I imagine, I can't tap into it, but that means the presence of these ascended masters, Lemurian masters. They made themselves known to me as Lemurian Masters. I guess it's the archangels, I don't know. However these big guns are in the spiritual world, they're getting involved now. So that's good. So they'll be guiding the masculine, the ones that are teetering on the edge. They'll be guiding them a lot. They'll be getting a lot of intuition, because they'll be yelling in their ears. What was it I wanted to shout at myself yesterday? Or was that in one of the readings that I did? Was it in here? I picked out a card and it said something on it, and I felt like shouting it at myself in the mirror. I can't remember what it is now. I should have done it. A bit of information which provides a challenge, motivational. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? No wonder we're told to wait. Just wait and see, just wait and see. And so the Lemurian Masters, they were working with me in 2012. I reckon they were with me. They showed up in somebody's energy healing. That's when I first met them. Then they kept on showing up. And then they said they wanted to work through me doing the channelings and stuff. And I did webinars with them. I did energy healings on people with them, special ones. Lemurian balancing, they called it. And what else? I don't know. I guess it would have been about 3 years that I worked with them. And it was all about our femininity, and the people that were following me then, it was about going into that divine feminine stuff. So it's been going for quite a while, that stuff. Challenged a lot of men. They didn't like it. Didn't care. Is that your masculine, Linda? Probably. I mean, the masculine inside of you. I've been doing a lot of that, but apparently I'm an alpha masculine in my energy, according to my what is it? Something, Mars in Capricorn. What was here yesterday? Maybe. It was here yesterday. Oh yeah. When I was gonna yell, what was I gonna yell at myself? Do you remember? There was something I wanted to shout at myself. I feel that's what's going on right now. Is that men are being yelled at by these guides? You don't think you have any masculine in you, Nina? I need to pee. I'll be right back. It's not time for another coffee yet either. I won't be long. Okay, let me just check my microphone's still on. Yes, it is. Okay, let's get more cards out then. These ones. I've got lots of masculine in me. The wheel. Yeah, I get that too, Sharon. People posting stuff in that group. I can't see a lot of it. It says that I don't have permission or this content has been taken away. People post stuff and it's not visible to anyone else. Visible. Wheel. Indecisive. I can't say it. Indecisiveness. Allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This is what we feel like we're doing. This is why we're like, oh, what's going on? Or what's going on? And we're told to just wait. And I'm like, well, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for us. Actually, no, we're not. We're kind of waiting for us to be more stable, yeah, but we're waiting on the masculines, collective consciousness to shift. We all have both. We all have both masculine and feminine, but I'm not sure we know what divine masculine, divine feminine looks like. We know what toxic masculine and toxic feminine look like. We are going to create what the divine masculine and divine feminine looks like. Bye, Jen. So we're feeling indecisive, and it feels like life is rambling aimlessly, and nothing new is starting. Like I said, yes, that's how Mercury retrograde always feels. It's designed to that. It's time to go inward, but this has been going on for longer, and this is why. There's a bigger shift happening, and we knew that, didn't we? Handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important. That's a strange handshake. It's the wrong way around, right? It's got hold of the forefinger. Look, the moon. Look at the moon. Something to do with the new moon. Maybe a stranger. Stranger danger on the new moon. Not danger. Stranger. A good meet. A could be important meeting on the new moon on the 12th. The horseshoe says it's good luck. We'll keep on getting good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. And it's not like good luck with that. Being sarcastic, it's more, we've got good luck at the moment. It's actually working out for us in a really big, great way. Like whenever I get that card that says wait for it, it's like just wait and see, just wait and see. It's a really exciting card. Good night, Sharon. Yeah, it's more like holding hands. It is, because it's like a hand that's got, I can't do it because both my hands are that. It's more like a hand holding like that. One hand holding this. That's not a handshake, is it? Earth in a higher place. It does, doesn't it? Yep. Yeah, someone on Earth and a helping hand. It reminds me of what I just saw about the masculine, about these ascended masters, the Lemurian Masters yelling in the ears of the masculine to get through to them. And I think for most women, they don't need to do that anymore because we've been in tune with our intuition, and some men too, you know, within their feminine and tune with their intuition. This is for others though. There needs to be a shift of enough of them. And so they're being yelled at right now. You know, when the signs are really loud, the signs could be coming from us too. A parental grab. We're saving children like that, grabbing the hands and lifting them up out of danger. What was I just saying? So the feminine, it's got to stay stable. And yes, and have hope. But we're also playing our part, all of this, these last few months of the constant guidance to stop the codependency thing. That's our part in it. It's stop doing it for them. Stop being complicit to it. Stop being nice to them. Stop letting them get away with it. You've got to stop that stuff. That's what the feminine does. Stops that stuff. To let them crash, let them have those tower moments so that they do wake up. Because people only wake up through the challenges. Audio's going in and out, is it? It's not the microphone. It's not me. And we're only just being told about it now. Like when I was given all of that boring information to stop the codependency, we're still getting a lot of that information now. In fact, this next week is about that. It's still about releasing the codependency. We've got to stop. We've got to play our part and withdraw ourselves. Like stop trying to do it for them. Stop trying to help them out. Stop enabling them to not do it. Stand firm in that. Same with relationships too. That's why it's like get on with it. Get on with it, feminine, while they're going through all of this. You can't help them. You've got to pull back from it. There you go, Arabelle. It's you with your in and out audio. Refresh yourselves, people. But some people aren't. Some people didn't get the memo. Some people are still in that old way. People are dropping off this path. That's all right, but don't get caught up in that, because this is what they're doing. Frying pan, trouble accusations. Those that are still stuck in the codependency, they want to carry on like that. They want to keep on enabling people. They don't want to let them do it by themselves. They still want to be needed, you know. Still want to do stuff for them. Those that aren't doing their inner work, that's what it is. Those that aren't doing their inner work still want to be codependent. They still want those addicts or those that aren't doing the work or whatever to rely on them. They're going to accuse you of breaking free. That's what people do. Freak out when we change our vibration, when we're moving forward. Like I said, it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more now, that I got the memo from the universe for myself. It's like, pull back now, pull back now. Don't carry on as you were before, pull back now. Quieten down, sort yourself out, rein it in. And it seemed very urgent, like, what the hell is about to happen? Like, what the hell is about to happen? Why have I got to do this now? But it's all good. It's for us to get really clear. And stay stable. Apparently that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep you all stable. That must be why I'm like told to do those. I almost swore then. Those pick a card reads, always about love, and it seems to be the same story over and over again, right? What? Shouldn't it be a bit more varied? My muggle mind is saying, shouldn't these readings be a bit more varied than this? How come like the flower people seem to be the flower people each time? The crystal people seem to be the crystal people each time. The shell people is a random factor. They're different people each time. But the stories are very similar each time for the crystals and the flowers. Like, what's going on? I'm here to keep people constant in that hope. Because there was Muggle me going, am I just fooling myself? Is this just keeping me stuck when I should be moving on, personally? I get it now. Anyway, we've got February. Weather really affects Wi-Fi and phone, and yeah, it does. The wind especially, you're right, Arabella. I noticed it yesterday. I'm like, why? My phone can be connected to the Wi-Fi that I'm on now, and it's great. It's fast Wi-Fi, but then just every now and then I get disconnected from it. Like the Wi-Fi, it doesn't switch off. My phone disconnects from it. I'm like, why? Why are you cutting me off now? And I think it's the wind. I think the wind blows. I'll lose my connection. This last one, pick the flower. Yeah, it is. It's the same people that I'm reading for. I'm flower. I'm not sure who's crystal, but I'm flower each time. It is. It's the same people. It's the same energies that I'm picking up on. Not for the shells though. The shells is always different. We've got February. Like, tell us about February. That's this month. Like a foot. Wait, I've missed something. Ah. What's in February then? Something's happening this month. Ah, the flower too. The crystal Christine. Crystal Christine, you are too. The crystal April. Nest. There's something important about February. There's something important about the 12th of February when it's the new moon. And the nest, an emotional, secure, loving family is important to you. A lot of things are important to us. A lot of things that don't seem to have been available for us are important to us, and we've got to hold on to that. So maybe there's some movement there, forward there in February about that this month. Wait and patience. Making more sense now, isn't it? The wait and patience. Oh my God, family wishes coming true. Oh, I hope this is for me. Oh, I'm kind of slow motion. Family wishes coming true. What's wrong with the camera? Maybe the wind blew. It's the same message. An emotionally secure, loving family is important too. Yes, it is. It's my biggest wish ever. Family wishes coming true in February. Makes you want to do the deeper dive. Plenty of material things for the feminine. It's switched, you see. It's switched. You know that message that I got? Keep on doing what you did, you're going to keep on getting what you got. It's changed now. Keep on doing what you did, you're not going to get what you got. You're going to get less than what you got before. I felt this last year when the COVID thing first started, and then it was the feminine that came to the fore, the feminine kind of roles, not the women, but the feminine kind of roles were the ones that were important then, the necessary ones. And I felt this shift then. I'm like, interesting. Plenty of material things for the feminine, anyone in the feminine. Not so much in the masculine now. There's becoming a downfall of the masculine, the toxic masculine, at last. Your biggest wish, Christine. Comes from abuse, doesn't it? We choose abuse because we have this desire, more loving family than has ever been experienced before. Anything more about February? So maybe that distinction is going to become more and more the divide between the wealth. Like, it just doesn't go right if you're doing the toxic thing. Oh, last. Love, too. Oh my God, maybe it is going to happen in February. Maybe it is the month of love and not hate after all. For some of them. For the leaders, right? For the leaders, for the ones that the few that are the twin flames. That's what it is, isn't it? It's the front runners. So the masculine is waking up. Of course, it's going to be those that are the most ready for it, the ones that have done the most work on themselves. They're going to be the twin flames. Of course, the twin flames haven't met yet. I was getting that message. It's like, not that there aren't any yet, but there are fewer than we think. And that's why it's time for them that they start it off and create this new way of being, and then all the ones behind them follow along. So we're waiting on the, I don't know, what would you call them? The masculines that are on that twin flame path. They've got to be the first ones to awaken. I'm going to get flowers. Do you think? Get myself flowers. Buy myself some more products too. I've gone a bit crazy yesterday. The app stopped working. I wanted to order more because they've got the Chinese New Year coming up, and they've got like the special offers. And I just want more and more of the freebies. I love getting freebies with stuff. And the price is significantly reduced as well. And it's expensive stuff. So I was trying to pre-book all of these Chinese New Year product things, batches, whatever you call them, with all of these free gifts, and the app stopped working, so I couldn't carry on. my higher self going, that's enough, Claire. You've ordered enough now. Love, and I pulled love out. Yep. Wow, I hope so. That would be amazing. Let's hope. And just be ready, just be ready, just be ready. That's what my guides have been saying. Just be ready. Okay. It's going to be quite a mini video today, isn't it, on that information? Oh, no wonder. No wonder I was told to really listen. Really listen. We've got never-ending story here. It's a story that's been going on for a long time. Look at her. She's like, oh my God. The heart's under the table in a bubble. It's in a, what do you call them, a sand thingy, a timer. What do you call them? Egg timer. It's in an egg timer. The heart's in the egg timer. She sat on top of it going, oh, when is it going to happen? I've been doing my work. I've been doing my work. You see, you've been doing your work and you're ready. That means you're one of the twin flame people. It does, doesn't it? The never-ending story is going to end. The heart's going to be set free. And happy, happy. The key is cracking open. She got the key to it. Where is the key? She's having a party. Yay, celebrations. An hourglass. I call them egg timers. Hourglass. Happiness. Woo, yay. Let's get more cards out. How long have I been going on and on for? Delight. Awesome. Yeah, they're happy with me now. I got the message out there. Delightful. Let's put you there. And shall I do the romance combo? The key's in her hand, is it? It's great having this camera because I can look closely at stuff. Where's the key? Where's the key? What was that in that balloon? It's a face. I was trying to see if it was an alien. No, the key's not there. Threw away the key. Maybe. Okay, let's do the romance combo. Good cards, eh? Oh, it's good. Now we know why we've been doing our work. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited about that whole creating a new way to be in the family and stuff like that. Not the key in the hand. We've got two cards. It's children and finances and career. Yes, it's the financial stuff that's triggering the masculine into doing it. They are getting challenged. I know it's challenging my ex right now. He's trying to make sense of it. Why the women are doing good and the guys aren't now. It's very much in this culture for the men to look after the women like that. Financially, I mean, he hardly ever lets me pay for anything. He is now. But I mean, he never did, hey? And always buying the food for me, that kind of thing. Thai guys do that. It's cute. Want to buy everything. Another one of my exes wanted to buy all my food for me. It's like, just tell me. Just give me a shopping list. I'll get it for you. They like to take care. And then now they can't. They're like, what's going on? Now the women have got the money. So finances and career are affecting this. This is what is triggering the masculines, a lot of the masculines. Children too. Children too. Oh. And you know, what I've noticed, especially living here in Thailand, is that it's interesting because Thai women want to be with foreign men, with Western men, because they're fed up of certain things that are aspects of Thai men, and I get that. There's a lot of mixed relationships here, Thai and Farang, and it seems like, I mean, I just love the way of life here. I mean, it's not perfect, but maybe their mixed relationships will find that next stage. It's not going to be perfect, but it never is, right? That next stage. It's been the most interesting culture that I've ever lived in because it's just lovely, you know. I was watching Missy yesterday evening. She was saying something about Keanu Reeves, about how he's like the only example that she's got of like a divine masculine. But the example she gave was about him just not being an asshole, really, getting a ticket for something or giving up a seat for something. And I thought, wow, I really don't want to go to America if you think that's greatness, because that just goes without saying, especially in Thailand. Anybody would do that for you in Thailand. That's the Buddhist way. It's not greatness just to not be an asshole. There's a lot more involved about greatness than that. I was really impressed the way that they take care of people here. They take care of each other here. And they've got this saying is that if someone's mum is not there, like even if you're going to work or anything, if your mum is not right by your side taking care of you, then we take care of them. We take care of people. Whether you're tourist, whether you're Farang, whether you're Western, whether you're Thai. If you're not with your family, you're getting taken care of by that. They become your family, and that's a belief. And it's to do with the Buddhist beliefs as well. It's really beautiful because I came, of course, from cultures where it's quite the opposite. Not as opposite as America is. Looking from the outside, I've never been there. He's having money trouble and my daughter is worried about COVID. No one comes here. Is Keanu a Canadian? Didn't know that. I love Cole. I used to have dreams about Keanu Reeves as a girl. Love Cole. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Oh, I just had an idea then. I just had an idea of doing my other videos like this instead of looking down from up there, so that I can actually read the cards and show them properly on the screen like this. I could do that. I used to do that before and have crystals to line up the things. And I'm not saying he's not a great guy, but some things are just basic, you know, being a good human being. It's not exceptional. That's not exceptional. I'm not saying that it's not exceptional. I don't know. I don't really follow celebrities. I don't think there's that. I don't think actors is that special, really. Someone that does that job. Do you know what I mean? It's not exceptionally special to me. So I don't follow them. I don't put a lot of weight in that profession as being some kind of an example. Now, sports, different thing completely. It takes something to persevere. I guess acting would be, I guess any profession would be. To be excellent in any profession, it takes perseverance, right? To strive for that. Okay, finances and children and love call. Someone expresses the love and message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. It would be better. Do you think? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Now I've got more crystals to lean them up against. Because it is nice being able to read it. And what I don't like is, now I've got these cards and I love using them, is when I'm holding it up to the camera up there and it's far away like this, I can't read it from there. But I can. Oh no, but it wouldn't be the same because it's when because I'm not using this. I'm not recording it on this. Yeah, I'm the same game. There's just normal people. They're just in the limelight, right? I wouldn't be able to see it on this screen though. It'd just be on the little camera, so I still wouldn't be able to read it from there. I don't know. I'll play around with it today. Let's see. You always want to be an actress or a model. Oh, nice. I thought about being a camera woman, a camera person, filming stuff. Interesting, huh? And a vet. And what else did I want to be? Superhero. The usual things. And I became a camera woman and a superhero, not a vet. There's something in that as well in this next week about childhood. What you wanted to be when you grew up. That video will be coming out tomorrow night. Love who you are. Love who you are. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Wait for it, it's coming. She's a ship. She's on the ship to it there. She is the ship to it. Interesting. She's not on the ship to it. She is the ship to it. See, she's part of it, and she's got the sails on her head there. She is. The divine feminine is the ship to it. Ship to where we're going. I told you the feminine is giving birth to it. I want to be a dancer, artist, and writer. Nice. Yeah, anybody in entertainment earns too much, guy, for sure. Yeah. I mean, and I get it. It's because a lot of people want to be entertained, you know, so they're reaching a lot of people with the services that they do. But yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it, the way that they get so much. Thanks, April. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And you're leading the way there. And we don't need to do anything for it either. We just hold that vibration. Let's get some spirit animals out. I guess I haven't met that many athletes. I've met a lot of Muay Thai though, but it's different. Any kind of martial art is a different mindset. It's a completely different discipline. Different people involved in it. Different mindset of people involved in it. I've got pain in my ankle. Like break pain, you know, when it gets cold and ache, that cold ache that you get, not with a break, but after a break. That's in my ankle right now. There's always enough. April. I saw the start of your message popping up on the screen then. That's funny. Koi fish spirit, there's always enough. Always enough of what? Divine masculine, I don't think so. April. I'm going to read this question out because it's hilarious. Would you please ask why my cat Hugs has been an absolute shithead in the past 2 weeks? Chicken has stopped being so clingy, but she's been weird for a few weeks now. So clingy. She stopped a couple of days ago. She's better now. Why has Hugs been an absolute shithead in the last 2 weeks? Something has been affecting the animals, right? April. Oh my God. Dare I say this? You got mirror reflection card out first. You've been a shithead in the last 2 weeks. Oh, it's your energy. Mirror reflection of your energy. Ah. It's a mirror reflection of your energy. I'm just trying to think about chicken now, and you've been clinky. Weird. So yeah, a mirror reflection and something about your intuition. Hang on. That's the funniest answer ever. Unless it's just like your higher self having fun. But no, there's something in this, and it's about what I talked about the divine feminine holding an energy, and then this causing a shift in the general energy. So the animals are feeling it too and are reacting to it. So the masculine is being triggered in everybody right now. Yeah, that's what it is, including the animals. How interesting that in chicken that made her really clingy. Made my ex-boyfriend really clingy too. Ah, okay. What has the masculine been doing in you, April? So Hugs is being a shithead because the masculine is being triggered. It's also being triggered in all of us, so it's not just you, April. But that's funny. Mirror reflection. Find a new approach and go within. This isn't about sorting something out in yourself. This is about the divine, the masculine being triggered, not the divine masculine. This is about the masculine being triggered in us all. The toxic masculine is being triggered in us all. Wow. I love it when people ask questions that provide me with answers of what's been going on. Yeah, so interesting, isn't it? So your cat, April, has got is toxic masculine. Got toxic masculine because that's the aggression kind of thing will be coming out of those. Some pets are more in the feminine and yeah, like my exes, and get clingy, getting clingy because of it, want to hold on to the feminine. Thanks, Maria. General message. A general message from Maria. Ooh, healing and take the risk. Big changes, you're taking risks in the world of healing. It's good. Take more risks. Put yourself out there. Don't conform. Appreciate yourself and decide what it is that you want. So this is about being unique, taking risks, not conforming, being okay about shaking things up, triggering people. Remember all that shadow work that we've been doing. It's okay to trigger people. In fact, it's very good to trigger people right now. If we're thinking about the masculine in people, it needs triggering right now. That's going to help the cause. So appreciate yourself. Decide what it is that you want to put out there. Don't worry if it's going to trigger people. Take some risks in it. Maria. Exciting. Ow, my ankle really hurts. This is very challenging, not exercising. People think it's challenging exercising. It's not. It's challenging not exercising. My neck's been bad. Oh no, my ankle's hurting. Keep moving, your body stays strong. You stop moving and it starts to hurt. Let's get some more. We've got koi fish spirit out. I don't know why. I'm not really picking that this is the right message for today. There's always enough. I'm gonna put it back. I don't think it's the right message. Oh, interesting. I think that first card was a joke, mirror reflection, but it got me thinking of why the animals are responding like they are at the moment. Chameleon spirit. This is about being flexible. This was the advice for today, by the way, in the tarot. You know, in the energy updates for how I pull the tarot out for advice for the day. Chameleon spirit, act as if it's a 1 and a 4, which is 5, which is change. Being flexible in change. It's toxic masculine. There you go. His brother Kisses. Has Kisses been clingy then in the last couple of weeks? Be flexible, act as if, change your colours in the face of change. Just go with the flow, act as if. It's not really act as if, it's more like be flexible. Fox needs a man cave. Oh, that'll be the danger that I felt then. So when I was getting the memo from the universe of like, reel it back in now, hide away, that kind of thing, and people are getting triggered now, I was feeling it. It was feeling dangerous. It was feeling dangerous out there. Not that I was out there, but I was feeling the energy, or listening, being very quiet to listen to the energy. And Ben said the same thing. It's like lust and it's danger and it's aggression and stuff that's out there at the moment. The energy's not quiet at all. And yeah, that's the masculine being triggered. That's why it's like stay home, hide away. Not just men that are being triggered, masculine and anyone, including the animals being triggered. Scary. People flying off the handle, stuff like that. No! Koi fish spirit again, it sat there in my hand. There's always enough. There's always enough. Plenty. Abundance. Thanks, Gabe. Black cat. Sweet results await. Just wait for it. It's going to be great. You'll see. Lucky bee. Die. What else has it got there? Is that a skull? No. Maybe a skull. Yeah. Card. I'm still not getting a message from it though. Anything to go with it, I mean. Bee spirit. Sweet results await. Yes. Keep on doing the right thing. Stay in integrity. You got a question, Gabe? Yay, more waiting. Yay. A rebirth is assured though. Assured it's going to happen. It's already in the works. We're giving birth to it. It's created. We've just got to ride this out, the change out. There's not much change in me. There's little bits. There's little tweaks and stuff like that. And it's me reassuring myself and emotionally and stuff like that. This is what these cards are saying, right? A rebirth is assured. Things are changing. 5. See? It's another 5. Change is assured. A rebirth is assured. It's going to happen. It's already in the works. We've just got to sit it out and protect ourselves when we do. And not bother about triggering people, because it's actually a good thing to trigger people right now. But be careful. Remember that dream that I had? The Russian mafia shooting the one that was mouthing off at them, being stupid, not recognizing the darkness in people, thinking that they're okay, that should be allowed to be, that the world should be perfect. No, we've got to recognize that everyone's got the darkness inside of them, and people can be so triggered, and that is just so part of the Thai culture as well. Because if they see someone being angry or whatever, or being emotional, they become present. They become very present with it. They've got a very interesting way of dealing with things. So rebirth is a short. General, forgave. Interesting. You had a Russian lady dream. We've got to be careful about triggering people at the moment. We still want to trigger them, but we're going to be, don't trigger the ones. If you're like, oh yeah, I need to trigger the toxic masculine, you don't go to the mafia or stuff and start triggering them because you're going to get shot, right? Okay, we've got joy and blame here. This is about making it the joy that you've got, right? To your miserable friend, I've got this joy because of this. There's rationalizing why you've got joy to a muggle, in muggle words. Don't do that. That's you not owning it. The joy that you've got. That's you not owning it when you need to rationalize it to other people in muggle terms. Do you know what I mean? It's a sign. It's not saying like don't do that because that's what's affecting you. That's a symptom of you not owning the joy that you've got and receiving it. It's a symptom of you not fully allowing yourself just to receive it and just to be worthy of it, of receiving joy. We can't keep on making excuses for other people not getting in alignment and then trying to explain it away. Oh yeah, sometimes I find myself doing it too. When people say about my business and stuff, I'm like, well, I have worked on it for 21 years or something. I try and muggle it away. I try and explain it away. But it's not that. It's because I'm following my path.